Hey friends, today we're going to be comparing two of the Schmincke palettes, the student grade palette and a professional or artist watercolor palette. My videos are not sponsored. I buy my own supplies, so I'm not being paid to compare these products. So first of all, I am going to show you the palettes. So this is the student. I bought this on Amazon. It's a plastic case, which is not very common. I think this must be a new product by Schmincke, or at least I haven't seen it before. And it's a pretty good design, in my opinion. I read some reviews that didn't like how these sections didn't stay flat, but if you do this and there's a part here that you have to press down to click it, it's flat. I think this is not the most sturdy surface. It is plastic after all, it's not ceramic, so let's take that for what it is. But it gives you a pretty good amount of space to mix colors. And then it comes with 10. These are the 10. These are my own paints. These are one of my favorite brands. These are Horadam, so we know we're going to be touching this. This is what it comes with, and then it comes with space for you to add 10 additional half bands. So we're going to be comparing this one to another one of my Schmincke palettes. We can do this one, or I'll just grab. I'll grab this one instead. All right, so here I have some watercolor paper. This is by Art and Fly, but it is pretty good quality. It's still 140 pounds, 300 GSM. It's not the top of the top if I compare it to other watercolor papers, but it's not bad. For this exercise, is going to be useful. So I'm going to first do wet on wet technique. So I'm going to wet half of the paper right here. And then we're going to see how the paint reacts. It's a pretty good amount of water. Let me get some of these paints. Let's do red on this one, and maybe green for a good contrast. I'm going to do red in this palette, in the professional color too, and a similar green. So let's do first that wet on wet. So I'm going to start with the Schmincke student grade, which is called Akadamie, I believe. And I'm going to just drop some color here. It's probably a lot of, I think it's too much water on the paper. As you can see, the quality of the paper is not the best, like I mentioned. As you can see, it's already bulging and warping there a bit. So let's use this. Let's grab the other color, which was the green, and do the same. Let's do this. Let's put, see how they mix together. All right. And we will see the intensity when it dries up a little. Now I'm going to grab the professional, the artist quality, and I had selected the red here. You can see the difference immediately. Look at that explosion of color right there. And I didn't pick any more, and there you go. And now let's grab the green and do the same. Let's do it in this area too. Now let's do some mixing in there. We have it. Now let's do some wet on dry with the same colors. Let's start again with the student grade. I'm gonna take it directly from the pan. Was the green. Pretty smooth. The colors are bright. It's not, if you compare these student grade watercolor with the Winsor Newton Coltman, I think it's the name, I will rate these a little bit higher for intensity of color and for color payoff in general. All right, so let's do the same thing. With the professional paint. Here is the green. Let's do a little bit of a few dots. And let's add a few dots of this one. All right, so let's give it a minute until it dries a little bit more. All in all, I will say that the Schmincke student grade did not disappoint. I mean, of course, you don't get the same. It's two different greens and two different reds, obviously, right? But it's the closer I got from the two palettes. What I will say is the explosion on the red for the artist was, if that's what you like in your paints, of course, was much better on the artist quality than in the student quality. And then as it dries, maybe the intensity on these is fading away a little. Now, all in all, if you have to pick student grade, I think this will be a good choice. And I like the palette because of all the space, the mixing space that it has, and that it comes with 10 empty slots for you to add your own, either from Schmincke or for other brands. Like in this case, I added some Holbein. The half pans do not come with the palette. You have to buy them separately, but you can get around 48 or 50 of those for like $7 on Amazon. These ones, and they come with a magnetic the option for you to add a little magnetic tool in the back if that's what your palette requires. Only from the ones I have, only the Holbein has a magnetic surface for the pens, but the rest are plastic. So that's the comparison there. I don't think there's a lot of difference, except for when I did the wet on wet, the distribution of paint between the artist and the student was different, but color payoff otherwise I think it's pretty decent. So if you're looking for a student grade, I don't see why you wouldn't get this. It's a little bit more expensive than the Winsor Newton Cotman palette, but I think it's worth it.